morning, Justin with Equine Edge. Happy Tampa Derby Day. Great card at Fairgrounds today, though. That's all we're here to talk about. I'll probably, I don't know, I'll be here about 8 minutes probably. But good luck if you're playing down at Tampa, if you're playing tournaments, still trying to qualify for NHC, tournaments on Twin Spires. There's great racing today. Fairgrounds has just an amazing card. I will tell you, though, they did a great job today. And one of the, great weekends. There's a lot of great racing. So I like some chalk. I like some prices early. That's what we're going to cover. In the first year, I did think the 6 was tough. I also thought the 6-2-1 had a shot. I thought Miss Maximus, kind of my second pick. I was kind of 3-6 on top, but the 2 and 1, I think both have a shot there. I'd be spreading if I was playing in a horizontal, probably. If you want to go narrow, just 3-6. My preference starts to come here in the next few legs, though, so we'll spend a little bit more time. John, good to see you. Everybody else for being here. If you're new to Equine Edge, we're just covering Fairgrounds. We got about a month left in the meet. Been a good one. Been a little bit colder lately. The meet's changed up a little bit. So, trying to adjust, but still finding winners. Have, trying to connect some bets. And I think there's some chance today. I thought that Shoot the Nickel would be tough here for Adrian DeBow. I know that she's been trying to get him back to the track. They finally find a spot today, and it's much easier. And I love that, going 6. There is some speed up front here. You have a 9 to 5 morning line off 3 to 1, stop pick. But I thought, Torres gets aboard for the first time, ran well last out, very competitive there, finished second back-to-back efforts in 60 and 62. So this is an actual easier starter optional claim here, showing up in a 56 per the SOR. So I thought could sit a really dream trip. Didn't like, turf, wants dirt sprint. I thought would be tough here sitting off the pace. Underneath, I think the 6 even had a look, but was 6-2-7. So I like the 4 on top if you're playing daily doubles. I think also 4 could be a single in the pick 4, pick 5s. We'll talk about another 1 or 2 horses I really like. I like this sequence. It's great. I think you can play it slam. I would be daily doubling out there predominantly from the 4 into the next race, which is a price. So we have a little bit of chalk on the front end. But I love the 1 here. I love a price in the next race even more in race 4, but I would play them both. It's a great daily double out of the last race in race 2 from Shoot the Nickel into the 1 here, Platinum Minute. Shows up as the long shot. You see has a really good GSR, has the top SOR, lightly raced. 2 wins in 11 tries. She's had some layoff lines as a 4-year-old filly, but is coming versus much tougher. And you look at these efforts here for DeCoin, toss the turf effort 2 back. I think that from that perspective, she don't want the turf. You go back here, she didn't break well. You can see, jostled at the start. And so she traditionally has not shown a ton of speed. So, but still ran on for 4th in a 62. So she showed she had talent off the layoff. And there is speed here, similar to race 2. I thought there was some pace in both of those races, and it didn't have to hold on. Here, I think the 5 and 7 both need the lead. I think the 2 will be up there. I think she can sit a dream trip. She adds blinkers for DeCoin. So they add blinkers, hopefully to show some more speed. When you look back at her races here prior to the layoff, she had figured it out. I mean, won a 56 allowance and won a stakes race in a 62, both times at Fairgrounds last winter. And, then moves over to the DeCoin barn. Pedroza rides, totally capable. Been a price in recent efforts and still going to be a price. And you have the E morning line at 6 to 1. I mean, it's a dream long shot, in my opinion. I think that the others underneath 2, 7, 5, 4, 3, all of these I think can run, but I like the 1 on top out of the daily double from the last. And I think it's set a good trip and you get just a great price. I think you can daily double into the next race. I like this price even better, but the double going to pay massive. I love the 7 also, Scotty Longshot. Twirling Good Time. This is a wide open 5 furlong turf sprint. Very tough race. And I do not think Out Too Late needs to win this race. You can see the GSR drop, but we'll talk about that. GSR is kind of open, but I thought beads maybe I think the 6 just scratched. I'm seeing the 6 is in a pick, but it's also a scratch. So I can't remember, but we'll keep going. But the 1 is cheap speed here. I think the 5 going to have to show speed. So I think from a pace perspective, we can watch the race sim. The 7 going to be up there and just sit a great trip off the speed. Sits here and has the 2 coming there at the finish and everybody else. But here's the thing. Trolling Good Time, Philip Bauer off the layoff. It's at 27%. So from that perspective, totally fine. Gonna have the horse fit. Has a good, Declan Cannon on the turf. Just fine and capable. Ran on the turf 2 back in a 66 SOR. And that was at Churchill last summer. We look at all of these SOR efforts. These are much tougher than today. 6 to 10 points. It didn't run here in the slop. Get rid of it. Didn't run here in the slop. Get rid of it. Ran in a turf race here and ran fine. Ran 7th in a 12-horse field at Churchill. Much tougher. This is not a great group. It's competitive, but it's not great. Here's the thing. Look at the GSR here. So it shows that she wants turf and she wants the turf sprint. Does she want 5 or want a little bit longer? We'll see. But I think that with the speed up front, I think she's going to get first jump. I think she gets in a better spot likely than the 2-horse. And I think the 2-horse has questions whether she wants to go 5 furlongs. Look at the GSR drop there going from 5.5 to 5. And she doesn't have any amount of speed. And with the rail at 21 feet this morning or this afternoon down in NOLA, so be obviously in the afternoon, I think it's a great price. I love the long shot look. I love it in the pick 3s, the daily doubles from the last. I think you're going to have this dream daily double from that last race. If you want to spread a little bit there, you can. Again, the 1-7 is going to pay stacks. You might be getting 50, 60, 80 to 1. It's a great bet. I love them both on the win end too. I like, again, the 4 in race 2. I try to have opinion, and I think you can double out of this race. I like this bet as well. The 7 into the 6 for Dallas Stewart will take it. Can be the chalk, but that's okay. Is coming from much tougher. 1-56, 2 back at Fairgrounds, and faced 2 tough last out, in that allowance. This is easier now today. Shows up much easier as a 56, 8-point GSR drop. I think such a, kind of the 1 gonna have a lot of speed, and I think could be a little bit dangerous. I was 6-1-2 here. I didn't really like the 7. So, if you want to add a little spread, the 1 or 2 maybe, but I like the 7 straight in the 6 daily double. So, I'll leave you all. They have a great card late too. Race 6, 7, 8, 9. I got to go coach baseball here in 10 minutes. I didn't get a chance to look at the last 4 races, but I thought the first 5 there were really competitive, and you had some great bets this morning. If I get some time to look at the others, I'll drop some thoughts. But thanks for tuning in. Good luck today for playing in Tampa Derby. Good luck. Fairgrounds, again, great card. It really is. They have a stakes race later. I've actually forgot. Now that I said that, you can see here. So I don't know if this was on our end, so I'm going to skip that. But I did think that in race number 9, I thought the 4 had a look off the pace. This is kind of a crazy race. And the 12 was the other one. We talked on this horse. I'm glad that I remembered this. That's where I thought that the 12 had a look. I think that the morning line odds maker here had trouble. Maybe this is supposed to be 4-1 was my only perspective. I don't know that, but there's potential there. But that horse is going to show speed out of the gate. It might just send and try to go from that post, which I think has a big look in the 12. This is a very competitive race. And then again, I think if the pace falls apart, Baytown Bougie going to come flying. I think has a great chance to hit in the vertical. But Bedtown hit, kind of a crazy look from that post. And again, I think the morning line odds maker, maybe that was supposed to be 4-1. But I'll leave you with that. Good luck. Press your opinion on all those sequence. Roll the daily doubles. Again, we like the 3-6 in race 1, the 4 in race 2. Price in race 3 on the 1, price in race 4, the 7, and then, some chalk in race 5 in the 6 horse. So good luck. Chat soon. We'll be back tomorrow.